What's going on, everybody? It's Super Robot in, and I'm glad to say I am not a nothing burger channel that tries to use Fiverr. Anyway, let's go. So these are official stock images of the Constructicons, but that's not what we're talking about today. If you read the title, yeah, we're talking about the so-called scaling, and I think it's time for collectors to grow up. And the reason why I say grow up is because of the simple fact that in the real world physics apply to everything. How you drive your car, how you walk outside your house, how you build things is based on real world mechanics, not a cartoon. And I'm sick of collectors thinking that Omega Supreme was a Titan class when technically he wasn't Titan size. He was only 18 meters tall, 2 meters taller than Devastator. Now, in some accounts, Devastator is the only one of the recorded combiners with a height of 18 meters, which is official. But a lot of people are going by the Sunbow scale and saying that Optimus Prime should be at the leg of Devastator. Well, the cartoon debunked that for you. And the thing is that you're going based on a memory that you liked. In particular, a lot of people like the battle between Omega Supreme and Devastator. I honestly don't think that's a great episode. They didn't really do much, and Omega Supreme tossed him around a couple of times and he shot him up. And they were pretty much the same size, but Omega Supreme is not Titan size. Compared to the size of Metroplex, Metroplex is 600 meters tall. So no, he should not be a Titan if Titan class figures are supposed to be really, really large. It just so happened that the canvas landscape for the toy that they made in Siege made more sense to make him a Titan. But he's not a Titan if you go by Sunbow scale. But Hasbro's not going by Sunbow scale because Sunbow scale makes absolutely no sense. And it's going to trap you into how you're going to make your toys be more realistic and match what's happening with the animation. This happened with Ultra Magnus. Everybody cried and complained and said, oh my God, Ultra Magnus' shoulders are too wide, but didn't realize that in order to accommodate the size of Earthrise vehicles and Siege vehicles and vehicles from Kingdom, you had to make them bigger. And in the event of this episode right here, if Devastator is 16 meters, Omega Supreme is 18 meters, now we're looking at the episode, The Secret of Omega Supreme, and you can see here he's a tad bit taller, not overly tall. But again, the animation isn't perfect, so they're not drawn right. So 9 times out of 10, everything's going to be out of scale. But we got one more slide, and then we're going to end with the other slide to make people shut up. The next one is going to be the episode of Starscream's Brigade, and of course, y'all know what happens here. Bruticus gets in their guts. And Bruticus sure is not some shrimp compared to Devastator. They are the same size. So please get off of this scale shit. I'm tired of scale because scale limits what we're going to get. Fuck scale. Honestly, I don't give a shit about it anymore. I'm tired of hearing it. I'm tired of people complaining about nonsense. And like I said, I'm not talking to anyone in particular, so please don't put yourself in here because I'm going to go at you if you try. It's not about anyone in particular. I'm doing after forums and everybody's saying the same thing every damn day. He should be this much tall because he was a Titan when he came out in Combiner Wars. I'm going to say it before and I said it again. The only reason why Combiner Wars and Unite Warriors Devastator was the way it was because it was designed by Takara MP engineers who scaled it to MP size as a 30th anniversary to the release of Devastator in 1985 to 2015. That's 30 years. Now we're going to be 40 years from the release of the Combiners because Combiners started releasing in 85 and that's going to be in 2025. So in the 40th anniversary. So also, if we're going to go by toy size, many of your Combiners combined on what they call the Joint Katai system. Devastator was the only one that combined with Help Me parts. Each of the individual Constructicons, if you did not get the gift set, came with a part that you use. If you got Long Haul, you got the waist part. If you got Mixmaster, you got the gun. If you got who got the wing? Scrapper got the wing. Hook got the head. That head hooked into Long Haul's body. and Scavenger and Bone Crusher got the arms, and I believe Mixmaster got the gun. I know I've had them all individual and as a gift set as a child, so please don't tell me shit about Devastator, because trust me, I had it before many of you collectors were born. Bottom line is, if we keep going with scale, then that means that some characters are going to be larger because they're going to have to accommodate their transformation sizes, and that can't happen. After a while, you're going to have this weird mixed match of characters. And yes, I know, well, Grimlock should be this tall. Grimlock is still this tall. But now Optimus Prime is up to the thigh, waist of Devastator. Well, look at Megatron in this slide. He's at the waist of Devastator as well. So you got to grow up, okay? We're not kids anymore. We got to understand, if we want the stuff to look like what it did in G1 or have some semblance of realism, you're going to have to let scale go. It's really a little boy thing. It's what it look like in a cartoon. How many episodes of cartoon where everything was drawn all types of way? If we go in the third season, Carnage to C minor, freaking Cyclonus was basically like being held by Ultra Magnus, and they're supposed to be the same size, right? Wrong. So let it go, because you're gonna miss out on a lot of things, or just carry your ass to third party. We really don't give a shit. So what are your thoughts? Leave down in the comments below. This is Super Robot Ed, bringing more news reviews to them. We'll see you soon. Bye bye.